Welcome to today's lecture. We will be discussing the request for proposal, commonly known as RFP, a fundamental process in supply chain management and procurement. Introduction to RFP. What is a request for proposal? RFP. An RFP is a formal document issued by a company when it wants to buy a product or service and is seeking proposals from qualified suppliers. This process allows the company to compare offerings and select the best one based on its criteria. Purpose of RFP 1. To solicit detailed proposals from potential suppliers. 2. Facilitates comparison and ensures informed decision-making. The purpose of an RFP is not just to solicit bids. It's a comprehensive approach to gather detailed proposals from potential suppliers, enabling a company to compare these proposals on various parameters like cost, quality, and service, thereby ensuring an informed decision-making process. When to use an RFP for complex purchases where multiple factors need to be considered. Example, way company seeking a new IT system. RFPs are particularly useful for complex purchases where multiple factors need consideration. For example, if a company is seeking a new IT system, an RFP would enable it to evaluate different vendors based on various criteria like functionality, compatibility, support, and price. Steps in the RFP process. 1. Preparing the RFP document. 2. Issuing the RFP to potential suppliers. 3. Evaluating responses. 4. Selecting the supplier. The RFP process includes several key steps: preparing the RFP document, issuing it to potential suppliers, evaluating the responses, and finally, selecting the supplier. Each step is crucial and requires careful consideration to ensure the best outcome. A well-crafted RFP includes key elements like a detailed project description, submission guidelines, evaluation criteria, and timelines. For instance, an RFP for a logistics management system would detail system requirements, submission format, criteria for selecting the vendor, and a timeline for implementation. Evaluating RFP responses. It is a critical step that involves assessing each proposal based on the set criteria to determine the best fit. In our IT system example, this would mean comparing proposals on functionality, compatibility, support, and cost. Conclusion and best practices. The RFP process is a vital tool in procurement and supply chain management. Ensuring clarity and precision in your RFP will lead to receiving relevant and competitive proposals. Remember, the goal is not just to select a supplier, but to form a partnership that adds value to your organization. Thanks for choosing this course.